Okay, guys, we are live. So for those listening at home, welcome to the Dungeon Musings YouTube channel. My name is Kevin Madison, and I will be your friendly dungeon master this evening. Well, actually, technically, I'll be your friendly game master because tonight we are continuing on with issue 4 of our 4-issue miniseries playing Hero Games' very cool Champions, the superhero role-playing game. And tonight is a very special session brought to us by the very generous charity donation by one of our players, but we'll get to that in a moment. First, let's talk about who we've got tonight, the stars of tonight's issue 4 of Champions Dead Winter. First is Arlen.
Hi.
Yep, you're good to go.
It's something in the background. Okay. Anyway, hi, I'm Arlen. I'm playing Hardpoint. He's a power armored hero, and excited for session 4. We're gonna kick some bear butt.
Nice. Next up is John.
Hey everybody, I'm John. I am playing Warlock, aka soon-to-be Sorcerer Supreme, like Doctor Strange. So yeah.
Nice. And next up is Jeffrey.
Hi everybody, I'm Jeff, and I'm playing Timberline, your favorite football player, who, by the way, for those wondering at home, the Bombers from Winnipeg managed to win the Grey Cup this week.
But at what cost, I ask you? At what cost? Yes, on our Sunday session, because we were down a player, we had a TPK, Jeff.
No way!
I heard about that.
Sorry, everybody.
Wasn't that like
It
Troll
was very
Stew?
important.
Yep, everyone was killed by a troll, and they made their way into a stew pot because they didn't have one more hero. So the Bombers won, but they have blood on their hands.
Oh, the poor Bombers. They don't even know.
I know. And last but not least is the generous donor who has made this whole 4-part miniseries possible, George.
And I am George, and I am playing Straight Arrow. Basically a bad version of Hawkeye.
Nice. And so then, guys, where we last left things, let's pick up right in the thick of things, because I had said in the interim offline that I'm not sure I could possibly top the cliffhanger that we left at last time, largely because, let me close this down here, open that up, there we go, because where we left things last time was with this.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I'm George, and I'm drinking. I was a failure last time, and I'm drinking Belvedere.
Nice. Jeff, you got something on...
Yeah, Jeff, what are you drinking?
Tullamore Dew Irish whiskey. This one's finished in Caribbean cask. I don't know if it's too bright.
Wow,
Ooh.
Golden.
nice.
Fancy.
It's very good.
Well, I am once again rocking the licorice tea, because it's been a long-ass day. So what we have found, where our scene will open, guys, is in the ruined kind of... there it is. Sorry, we had... housekeeper was in today, and she tends to clean stuff into spots where I can't find them again.
Well, I just know I have my tiki doll necklace. So,
You do?
Right. So nothing bad. That tiki doll thing that I got. So
No, I'm sure.
Obviously, that's going to be super good luck.
Yeah,
for all
obviously,
the
yeah.
scouts. Right.
I mean, when in a superhero comic do cheaters not prosper? Come on. So it was in the house of Marie Tremblay, also known as Celestar. Now, Celestar was a colleague of Timberline, of your father. There's Marie. Now, Marie obviously is quite young looking, given her age. She's been around since as a superheroine since the mid '60s. But where our scene opens is with this, gorilla in a suit. I guess, which of you three guys do you think would bring him a drink?
I think the only one of us that would do that would be like Straight Arrow.
Shit, I would. Because
Yeah.
I actually, and it lets me use a skill that I have, because I actually have bartender as a skill.
Nice.
So. Oh, I need to roll on the computer.
Whichever's the most convenient. That's fine. What was your
That's
roll?
more convenient. I rolled a 7.
That's
7.
for sure
My
a
levels
success.
would not be in about 13. It's a
Yeah.
super good success.
Okay. So what have you?
Whatever he orders.
So you bring him
I'm
over
able
a well,
Got
we'll
a
say
martini, bro.
sure.
He looks like a classy guy.
Yeah. So you bring him a martini, and he, I think Warlock, you're maybe, just what? Do you have any skills in medicine or anything like that, or first aid? Hardpoint. What about you?
Don't believe so.
Nope.
No.
I'm not actually a doctor, so.
Okay.
Pretty sure I don't.
No, I didn't think so. So what?
You'd be honorary doctorate.
What he says is, no, I'm fine. You don't need to do anything further for. Oh, thank you. And he takes a sip of the martini. What you found out is that this guy's name is Dr. Silverback. And Dr. Silverback, why don't you give me? I know Hardpoint has this, the knowledge of superhuman world. See if you know anything else about this this guy.
Part of high society, maybe.
Yeah. So he is. He's not really part of like high society. He's actually part of superhuman society. He is an uplifted ape, basically, and he is a genius scientist who works with a number of different heroes, including Celestra, apparently.
Gotcha.
What he tells you is that we were going to the opera. We'd intended to go there, because Celestar had asked me to look into you. And Timberline, what's your name again? Your character's
Tom.
Tom.
Yeah.
Mr. Clemens. She'd asked me to study your physiology. Your physiology is quite unusual. Oh, that's a good martini. But and when we were getting ready, that bear showed up. I didn't have any of my gadgets with me, at least nothing that could take it down. And it seemed to make a pretty quick work of her, too. What brought you here?
The bear.
You were chasing the bear?
Yeah, in one way or the other. It scuffled with us first, and we drove it off.
Well, it appears to have come back. Is this the connection with your dad?
I think it must be.
I'm not sure if Marie's had an opportunity to discuss my findings with you.
I have not heard anything of your findings.
Well, I don't mean to be... And he kind of looks over at your colleagues. I don't mean to breach any confidentiality, but...
Speak freely, friend.
Your condition. I've had an opportunity to look at your condition. And he kind of puts down this, in his big gorilla hand, this vial of pills.
Yeah.
I helped develop those in the first place. To help manage your pain.
Of course, yes.
Since these powers developed, Marie has been asking me to take a study. Find out why you've got this pain that you didn't have before. I think that your body healing was interrupted by your power. Your powers kept you in a state of hyper-accelerated capacity, but it's also come at a time when your body had not fully healed. So your body is keeping itself in that state, thinking it's the default position.
Ouch.
Is there any way to reset it?
Well, that's something we were going to look into. Whatever powers behind your, well, powers, it's something that I can't measure, at least in detail. It's that, and he kind of looks over at you, Warlock. It's that magic, and magic is such a headache.
It has its own rules.
Ugh.
It's more fickle.
It has more exceptions to its rules than it does rules.
It's like the English language.
Ugh. Your powers seem to derive from something similar to what Marie gains her powers from.
Yeah, it's the
So
Inuit
I'd hope-
gods.
Though, what brought you here again? Did you know it was going to be here? The bear.
Nope. We were after Celestar.
And what did you want to talk to Marie about?
What happened the night she was the sole survivor? Because that
The danger has returned.
we believe that the bear is what did in
Wait.
his father.
Wait. That thing is connected with that cold spirit?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Little lapdog.
Oh. Oh. Silverback, you're such a dumb gorilla. I assumed that the source of your power was just something new. Something new from wherever your father's powers came from. It's magic. It's the exception to the exception. There's a finite amount of that power. That's how we would normally, unless there was some quantum mechanic or some other extra normal explanation, there's only a fixed amount of power to go around. If you split a power between two different circuits, you have two circuits with less than the full amount available. If the circuit that was being powered to keep that cold spirit in had some diverted to you, then that means 1/3 of the power that was there to seal it in isn't there anymore. It's in you. And he kind of taps your chest, Timberline. But what does he want with Marie, then? If she's got the same power, they wouldn't want to seal him back in to use her power to replace what's gone into you.
It's trying to break her out.
That's not good.
No, it must be stopped.
Oh, I don't disagree. Though you must be careful. That thing's phenomenally powerful. And if it has, either it or its master, has plans for the power in you or in her. Recognizing that magic is more exceptions than rules, the rule would be that if a circuit has been created, that channel might be easier for power to follow again. Meaning, if the power came out to you, they may be able to have the power, more of that power flow out. Do you understand?
I think so.
If they can use her power to draw more out, that's a great deal of trouble. I don't know much about that magic stuff, but I do know that thing was a sufficient threat for your dad and 2 other heroes to give their lives to jail. But how do you follow that bear, though? And he's kind of scritching his head. And he's scritching his chin with his foot. And with his other foot, he picks up the martini and takes a sip, puts it back down. Think, Silverback, think. So he's quiet for a moment or so while he's thinking, and while he's drinking.
Warlock starts to wonder if they share the same power, like it's the same source of energy. If maybe he could use Timberline to trace maybe a locating spell to Celestar somehow.
Yeah, if you well, you know that you can travel. You can use the Ravenscrag Manor to travel there. It's just you needed something to anchor something that is anchored to that location, to his prison, in order to move through to it.
And that would be the power that Timberline has, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, Warlock mentioned something about that.
Okay.
Might be a possibility.
Yeah, and I think that if you had access to your books, you could definitely come up with some kind of spell in order to, or incantation or something that would be able to sort of hone in on the channel that they talked about between Timberline and the prison.
Okay. Well, Warlock's going to start pulling out little pieces of paper and start scribbling some notes down in preparation of doing something like that.
Okay. Timberline, Hardpoint, and Straight Arrow, what are you guys thinking right now? Any questions?
I am thinking that I'll say to him that I think it is very nice that he takes this poor, homely 80-year-old woman to the opera. It's very, very good that he takes care of his mother figure. Because I haven't seen her, remember?
Yeah.
Remember, I haven't seen what she looks like. So all I'm hearing is she's just some, superhero from the 50s and 60s.
Yeah.
So she's got to be like 85 and ugly.
Yeah.
So, but what does he know? Does he know anything, or has Marie mentioned Warlock? What's the name of these two beings, of this bear creature and
it's Tillincoot.
Tillincoot and Watakiki or something.
Kigatilic.
Kigatilic. Yeah.
Kigatilic, she's mentioned. She's mentioned this spirit in passing before. It's not something that he pressed about. It's clear that it's something that it's an event that definitely weighed heavily on her. I mean, they gained their powers, I believe, in the 60s. For almost a decade, they fought Kigatilic, and then in 1975, in the year that Timberline was born, that's when 3 of them had to give up their lives to seal Kigatilic away. Tillincoot, they've encountered. She's mentioned. I'm not sure she's mentioned it in passing. Hold on, let's see here. Superhuman world. Let's see if he's got a knowledge skill about this. Because he has a crap ton of skills. No, he doesn't have something about the superhuman world, so I don't think he's heard about him. But other than the comment about Kigatilic, and the equivalent would be imagine the X-Men facing Magneto for a straight decade, and then in the final fight, Magneto kills 75% of them. They defeat him, but that's where you find her now is 40 years after all of her friends died in this to basically win a victory against this immortal cold spirit.
And does he give that bottle of the super hydrocodone to Timberline?
Yeah. What he's like. If we what he basically tells you, Timberline, is that they're working on a process that is going to, assuming that you don't want to give up your powers and all you want to do is give up your chronic pain, they're working on a way to basically jolt your body to reset what the default is, without having to Norton just popped up. Drives me bananas. To basically reset your body so that it is a fully healed and healthy state without losing your powers. But the worry is that at best you might lose your powers. At worst, it'll make something even worse.
Right.
So, in the interim, they have your what do you call it? Your pills for you, or she has your pills for you again, or I'm sorry, has your pills for you. But yeah. So, what about you, Hardpoint? What are you thinking here?
Well, I'm not gonna. Dr. Silverback mentioned that he has gadgets designed for fighting something like this, right?
No. It's just his gadgets in general.
Oh, just his gadgets. Okay, well then.
I'm an
never
inventor.
mind. You have anything specifically suited for taking
He
down
kind of
giant?
leans forward and lets his looks over his glasses. He says, "Can you not tell?"
Well,
He
it's
laughs
hard.
at it like he's clearly making he says, "I'm just kidding. Of course. How many gorilla geniuses have you met?"
This will be my first,
Well, hopefully not your last.
hopefully.
Did you make that thing?
This thing, yes.
Pretty impressive.
It's good for smashing up ceilings.
It is. I imagine so. I could tell. You might want to reinforce that helmet a bit. Have you done any reinforcement or psi webs in it?
Not yet. That's it's on the list at this point.
Something to consider if you're facing something like that. When I came in, I found myself in my lab. It's got some kind of magic whammy. Completely made me think I was somewhere I wasn't. Next thing, saw the
Sounds like
bear.
pills.
Things went black, and next I knew, you guys were standing over me. Well, a bed and you guys. If he's got Marie, though, nice as it is to meet you all, and I'll want to chat about that chassis of yours. I got some ideas on the thrust on those jetpacks. If you've got something you can do, Warlock, you might want to get to work on that. Whatever he's got planned for Marie, I don't think we should give him much time to work towards that.
Yeah. And he's scribbling notes furiously.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we should definitely rescue this poor old woman.
The Warlock raises an eyebrow and looks at the at Dr. Silverback. He's like, "Do you want to bring your gadgets with you and hop with us? I mean, you're looking for some payback, aren't you?"
Oh no. I don't. I know when I'm out of my depth. What I can do is I will get in touch with the champions, the Sentinels, and some of the other teams. This is a significant level threat. And if you're not successful, we'll need to have a second line.
Gotcha. Well, Warlock's gonna like reach into his pocket and pull out one of his cards and hands it to Dr. Silverback and says, "This has my essence on it. You can use it to track me, in case something happens to us. You can find out where we went."
Okay. Here. And he reaches in and hands you a card from him. This has got a GPS tracker of my own invention on it. Now I'll know where to track you, wherever
Okay.
you go.
And, he'll slip that into his wallet. So
Of course.
Does Does the old woman have one of these GPS trackers on her?
No.
Oh,
I wouldn't presume to put something like that on a friend.
If she's got the same powers as Timberline, it's probably hard to get it implanted in her too.
Well, that's the thing. Her powers manifested in a very different way. She has the ability to manipulate cosmic power, discharges of energy, and that kind of thing. She's not nearly as strong or tough as Timberline is. And for what I understand, you take after your dad. Nearly the same power.
Nearly.
Very similar.
From what I understand,
Is
their
power-
heyday was before my time. But that's what Celestar, that's what Marie has told me.
Was there a power his father had that he doesn't?
Not that I know of. But I'm not really one to follow those things.
Oh.
I could check with the Until database, but I'm not sure if I could reach you wherever it is you're going.
Well, like raise an eyebrow. Why didn't I think of this? He hands the card to Hardpoint and says, "You hold on to this. It might mess with my magic, and you can do some weird tech thing to maybe communicate with Dr. Silverback remotely. Maybe."
Maybe.
He reaches into his pocket and he pulls out, he's like, I've got more.
Oh, well, sure.
So he hands out to each of you.
I'll take 2.
Warlock doesn't try to understand all technology. He's like,
Yeah.
yes, okay.
And he looks at you, Hardpoint, as he's handing, he kind of looks it over as, I might have some ideas on that intake as well.
We'll have to, after this is all over, we'll have to talk a bit.
Absolutely. All right, well, if you're gonna, do you have a way of traveling? Of getting back to where you need to go?
Indeed. And Warlock will turn a bit and start doing his like chanting thing, and symbols will start popping in the air, and the air ripples, and getting there is easy. Coming out tends to be a little bit less accurate.
Okay. So this kind of door frame appears in the air next to you guys, and you're now looking through to the foyer in Ravenscrag. Good luck. I'll have things ready on our end, too. So you guys step through, and
Yep.
it closes down. So you've left Dr. Silverback behind, and you find yourself at Ravenscrag. So we will see a montage scene of Warlock once again in the library, going around and getting this incantation ready to bring you guys through to the Kigatelak's prison. What are the rest of you guys doing? What do we see the rest of you guys doing? I guess both like narratively, and also, is there anything you want to do or any kind of plan you want to put in place? How do you think you're going to face this thing?
Yeah.
Well, okay, Warlock, do you know of any particular weaknesses that this Kigatelith has?
Well,
Can Warlock do some research and see
He
what-
can't, no, because he's busy reworking his spells.
Yes, if I had to guess, a being of like cold and ancient evil, fire. Use a lot of fire.
Well, what you do know is if Kigatelak gets out, you're
We're
fucked.
screwed. Yeah.
Yep.
Way beyond your capabilities. It's thankfully I do have stats for it. But
Rocks fall, we all die.
it will not be a happy ending for you. Tillinkut, though, you did remember you had a conversation with what's his name, Alistair.
Yeah. Let's see what I wrote down. Yeah, let's see. Invisible darkness, trickery, awakened spirits. Tell them.
Oh, Aloysius Abercrombie. Here you go.
Okay. Yeah. So basically, he's a trickster, and we can try and trick him in return. But his power is derived from the north, from the cold one, the killing tech. So I'd like burn him, just sneak up on him, hit him where it hurts. He's a powerhouse, but he bleeds. So.
Okay. So what about the rest of you guys? Timberline, how does this news? How's that sitting with you right now?
It's extremely disturbing. He never imagined this is where his powers came from, or that, he's connected to this sort of great evil in this way. So I'd say he's a little nervous about that. I don't know what he's not sure what to do.
What about straight arrow or hard point? Anything we see you guys doing in this the time it takes Warlock to get things ready?
Go ahead.
I think Hardpoint is also more than a little nervous. This is, we're going up against a pretty serious opponent. But he knows his comic book tropes, and he knows that, whoever writes the note to the loved one is the one who's going to get it or something like that. So he's not going to actually prepare it all like that. He's just sort of stealing himself inside his armor.
So he's still ignoring calls from...
he's still ignoring calls, hoping that that's the right thing to do.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Love it. And what about straight arrow?
I would start. I would ask Timberline. Timberline, did you understand him to say that your powers, part of your powers, were what was imprisoning this Kigatilla? That you being granted your powers are what reduced his prison?
Yes, that's what I gathered, that it had diminished the strength of the prison.
What happens if you lose your powers?
I don't know.
Oh, you know what? Why does it seem so quiet? I know why. I can't believe I forgot that.
This is the first I've learned of these powers. I don't even know how to harness them, or, it's all new to me. I'm not sure.
So you guys... go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Honestly, just in I think you guys are having this conversation in the kitchen, the remnants of the kitchen, and as you're having that conversation, you guys you see Warlock walks in, and he kind of looks at you guys and nods as if to say, "It's time."
You say we go in fast and hard.
Okay. So, what are the
it.
preparations we see as you guys are getting ready to head into Kigatilek's lair?
I have a question.
Of course.
So, me doing the research and whatnot would be like using my lesser spells to develop the power to track them.
Yes.
Am I going to be able to switch that to actually prepare for battle, or
no? Unfortunately, no, because that's the way you prep that thing is by what do you call it? You prep that as a different power. So for this particular power, you set up some kind of like special sense or something like that.
Okay.
Probably linked with some kind of teleportation ability.
Okay.
So that's what's allowing you to push this particular thing beyond the normal operation of Raven's Crag into something that it normally wouldn't do.
Okay. Let me clear that up. So I'm only going to be able to use my basic abilities in the fight. which I'll try and.
Remember, you can improvise stuff too. I let you guys improvise stuff, so you have to spend 5 times the endurance for it, but you can improvise cool stuff.
So what I'm thinking is, if there's any minions running around, I'm going to try and turn them on Tilling Coot. But if that doesn't work, I can try and drain his presence so that he can't affect your minds that easy. But I definitely recommend preparing your minds for all manner of attacks, because that's what he does. And if he can't do it, he hits you.
Okay.
So.
What do the rest of you guys think? Do you have any thoughts as to like how you guys are going to work as a team here?
Yeah, like what kind of ways we can.
Who's going to take
work
what?
together so that we can take advantage of our teamwork to try and take this thing down.
Yeah.
That's a
Okay,
good
so
idea.
me and Hardpoint can fly. We're very agile and mobile. Timberline, you can leap around fairly easy, and Straight Arrow is really good with his bow, but he's like tissue paper, and so am I.
Yeah,
We
and
really
I
can't go
forgot.
ahead.
I forgot to buy an entangle arrow, so
Timberline will point out that he can definitely hit a lot harder if someone sets him up.
yeah.
So what I
I would-
propose, me and Straight Arrow, we have long range capabilities, so we stay back a bit and provide cover fire while you guys go straight for the big guy. If that's an option. It's overwhelming.
Who here has an entangle? Does anybody here have any kind of entangle?
I do.
I'd say
I've got a couple of things. I've got Entangle, and then I've got Flare Blast, which is Sight Group Flash. And then I've got an Innervator Ray to drain strength.
That would probably be good on Tilling Coot. And then if I zap his presence, he might not be able to affect us directly with some of his abilities.
who's got the biggest gun here?
Well,
Not-
guns would be Timberline, but actual
metaphorically
guns,
speaking.
Arlen is a hard point.
Harlan, who here does Timberline? I know pushed haymakers.
Yep.
And hard point, Warlock. How much damage do you guys dish out?
I could do a 96 blast, but I have several mental effects, and I can haymaker for more. But I don't really have any piercing attacks.
Yeah,
But
I think Timberline is our biggest hitter, with Hardpoint coming in second.
I can hit
For-
mind pretty well. I mean, most things don't have good defenses against it, and I think
Yeah.
Tilling Cook is one of them.
I'm basically just going to try to draw fire because that's probably the best thing I can do. Is if he shoots at me or somebody attacks me, that's I probably have a pretty decent chance of not getting hit, and any attack that goes towards me is one that doesn't go towards people that can actually affect him. And then, like, just the heavy hitters keep pounding, and we can entangle and grab and just make sure that every big hit lands and that we don't miss.
Can we can you like target specific parts of his body? Because if we can cripple his claws, he's not as deadly.
Yeah, called shots are a thing. Just mechanically speaking, called shots are a thing in the game.
Because anything that we
Yeah.
can prevent
Yeah,
him
entangle his freaking hands.
Well, he is
Yeah.
a bear, so. Like I've got a blast, fascination, glamour, and irresistible slumber, and terrors of the deep. So. Eldritch is physical, the others are mental, and then I can drain presence. And he's not a human, so I can't turn him into a frog, but you know.
Let's see here. Oh, hold on here. That's what I want.
Oh,
Okay, so are we ready to go, guys?
Yeah, I think that we must face this.
Okay.
Hey, let me, Timberline, can I have that bottle of pills that you have? Like the whole bottle?
Sure. He takes 2 out and keeps them for himself and gives you the rest.
Okay.
Okay.
Wallard gives you a raised eyebrow as he kind of thinks he knows what you're thinking,
Okay.
but he says nothing.
So, guys, here's what happens.
Yeah, and I'm going to actually take that whole bottle and I'm going to actually put it on the end of, like, replace one of my arrowheads with this bottle of super freaking hydrocodone.
That's
Can I do
what
that?
thought you were going
Can
to
I do that?
Do you have gadgetry of any kind, or like,
Well,
do you have any,
I have,
like, do you have any skills that would be like engineering or anything like that?
man.
If you don't, I think I know someone who might.
I have electronics.
Oh, yeah, that's a great
I'm an
idea.
inventor and
Yeah,
mechanic.
inventor. Put load a pill bottle onto the end of one of my arrowheads. I mean, I've got duct tape. You know, so
Hardpoint, you can't see
here's
it.
some, here's some electrical tape, and
There is a hard sigh that happens behind that, and what I'll do is I'm basically how many points are in your arrows? Is it 60?
nah, they're actually 56 point.
56 points. Okay, then
56 points. So it's like a 96 with a quarter.
yeah. So what I'll do is I'm gonna build it as it'll just be replaced as an 11D, or it'll be I'll round it up. It's a 6D6, no normal defense, stun effect. And
Yeah. I was going to try to just jam the entire bottle down this bear thing's throat at some point.
Yeah, so do you
Honestly,
understand?
That's all I was thinking of doing, was
Yeah.
trying somehow, and if I had to jam it with my hand, I would do that, but I was
Yeah.
going to first think, you know what, if somebody held this stupid thing's mouth open
Sure.
and I could fire an entire bottle of super hydrocodone down its throat.
The one thing that
Shit, maybe that affected the stupid bear.
the one thing that
That'll
they would tell you though is hold on here.
I mean, Timberline, if you took the whole bottle at once, would that affect you, Timberline?
Most definitely.
Right, so that's all I'm thinking. But
Right. I mean, this is something that,
but
that
it probably wouldn't work, but whatever. I've got no better plan.
I like it.
I was following you the moment you wanted those pills. It's like, wait a minute.
Yeah. Or if
Someone-
I get left alone, I can just take the whole bottle and, you know,
Suicide?
Yeah.
Don't do that.
and get done.
Don't
so
do
I
that.
mean, like, I figured one way or the other, it's going to come in handy for me. So
Things aren't looking good. I'm just down in the hole.
right, if things aren't looking good, well, the last one left. You know. So.
Well, you probably know, like, what did I give you, like a quarter of a pill? And it
God.
really messed
Yeah.
you up.
Straight
Yeah, you
arrows.
did. You gave me a quarter of a pill, and I'm pretty positive that's going to make me flunk my color code if my probation, if my probation hunted comes up.
Straight arrow is like a combination of Hawkeye and Deadpool.
So one thing that you do know, though, Warlock, give me a what's your lore skill again? Is it?
I've got 4. Well, one won't reply. I've got Arcane and Occult Lore, Demonology, and Sorcery.
Give me a demonology check, please.
Can we do our luck thing?
Oh yes, yeah, of course, guys. Each of you give me a 2d6 roll, and that'll be your luck for the session.
I'm going to use 3 to make that a success.
Oh, come on. Time for the big 2d6. Ah!
5. Jeez. Oh, George, can I get you to hit reconnect on yours as well too? I've lost your image again. Your camera.
Is that the cog or is that the
cog? Yeah, just go to the cog,
cog?
and then just scroll down to reconnect. We'll see if we can't get it fixed that way. And if that doesn't work, can you guys see George in the
No.
20?
I can.
Okay. Yeah, so we're a mixed bag right now.
That's okay.
Okay, and
And reconnect.
John, you got 6. Let's see
Well,
here.
3 now.
3 now. Okay, so you made us. Oh yeah, because you rolled 14. All right, so here's that plan with the the like super opioid thing. It might work, but this thing is Tillincoot is a spirit, so it may not have a biological thing. So, oh, George, you're back. Perfect. However, it does take, if it's in a biological form, maybe that will work.
Okay.
It's a crapshoot.
Yeah. It's
I
whatever.
tell them that, yeah.
Okay.
I try and make him as physical as possible.
Yeah.
That might work.
Okay, so then, guys, you put the markings on the ground that you knew were necessary there, and Warlock, you place some like a carved kind of amulet around Timberline's neck, and you sit back because this is going to be a fairly. This is not going to be a simple matter of just putting some runes down and then opening it. What do we see as you open up the portal to Tillincoot's prison?
He's using the amulet to kind of focus the aura that he senses around Timberline into something he can interact with, because normally it just goes right through it. And instead of trying to move the aura, he pours his magic into it to try and follow a thread that leads somewhere, and he kind of like widens it like an opening in front of it. It's like starts out as a pinprick and then grows and grows and grows until it's about man size.
Okay. So this thing opens up, and then as it does, there's this massive blast of wind that hits you. And it is incredibly cold. You know, this is exposing yourself to a very Arctic, gale. Warlock,
Cloak of one of his fur cloaks.
You can't help but think of that dream or the vision that you had, walking around the frozen apocalypse that was Calgary. And as this gets wider and wider, you open it up wide enough for everyone to step through. It's dark in there as well too, completely black. Hardpoint, you activate your, you don't have to touch it, but you activate your 2 vision modes. Who is the first through?
I have to hold the portal open.
Sure, I'll go through.
Okay. I think there's that pause too, where you're like looking around and like, all right, and through you go into there. Who's next?
Timberline will go next.
Okay.
Reluctantly as well.
Okay. Disappear, stepping through, fighting the oncoming wind.
As he steps through the thing, he says, "All right, here comes destiny."
Okay. You step through. Straight arrow. Warlock's got to be the last through. What are you doing?
That sounds. That'll be me next then.
Okay. There's a brief pause.
I will definitely have the arrows locked and loaded and step through, ready to go.
Okay. Love it. And then finally, you, Warlock, you step through.
And Warlock just shakes his head, just shivering from the cold, and the runes along his cloak just start turning on as he activates his shield and just pull to the destination.
Guys, let me show you where you find yourself. I'll ping. Now, if you're saying, but Kev, all I can see is blackness, I'll say you see that's correct. The only person who should have any vision right now is Hardpoint. Hardpoint, what do you see?
I see some sort of, like, maybe a cave.
That's right.
There's definitely hard walls on either side, and then kind of out forward there's, rocky, icy flooring.
Yep.
I can see something, like rocks or something. I don't know if I'm supposed
Underneath your feet? Yeah, I think you can
okay.
you can feel that. Your character unfortunately cannot see it though.
to. Okay.
I have a question.
Yeah.
My glamour ability, could I kind of reverse that and put in front of us what Hardpoint sees?
Well, you would need to. You would have to have some kind of mind link to him as well.
Okay.
You know, and the way your multi-power works, you wouldn't be able to do that. What you could do more simply is create. I'll let you, you know, have had enough left over from your VPP to what do you call it? To have created a light spell effectively.
Okay.
Okay.
That should work, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So then, guys, let me.
And
Ooh.
And that's when. Can you see anything
Yeah.
at the far end there?
See something dimly in the darkness.
And you can hear something as well, too.
That's that breathing?
It's some enormous furred form. Making some kind of noise in a language that has not been heard aloud in at least 10,000 years.
Lucy, I'm home.
You see this thing, the silhouette of this thing slowly moves towards your direction. And what you can see in the darkness is its glowing eyes. Even over the sound of the wind. You should not have come.
You should not have run.
The Scion. More power. Here. Risen spirits. And you hear this coming from all over the cave, deep at the far end. And you hear the sound of, like, ice cracking on a lake when water underneath shifts, that sound. And forms begin to pull themselves up from the frozen stone floor. And standing around 9 feet tall. These things. Now allow me to reveal them. And what he says, quite simply, is, "Kill them!" And then the bear kind of turns his head back towards his work. Let me see what we got for... Alright, so I need to add him to the list here. Give me a sec. Oh, did I write... Was I smart? Did I write it down last time? The command... Nope, that would probably be too smart of a thing to do.
How tall is the ceiling in here?
What was what doing?
How tall is the ceiling in here?
The ceiling is probably about 60 feet up.
Okay.
Okay, give me a sec here.
And is he standing on what looks like a frozen lake?
He's standing what looks like a frozen wall. It is a massive wall of... You can't really see that far, but it is... The floor itself is stone, bare granite.
Now, are they giants, Kev? Is that correct?
They are, yeah. And they are dressed like Norse warriors, you know, complete with swords and chain armor.
Warlock looks over to Hardpoint and is like, and then a straight arrow. Would it be hard for you to carry him and shoot them at the same time?
You mean for me to carry straight arrow? Seems like that might mess with my aim a little bit.
Fastball special.
Oh, what is going
Well,
on
in
here?
that case, maybe, I don't know.
There we go. Okay, and okay. Let me.
And Kev,
Yeah.
while you're doing this, I don't have any maps in front of me, or
Yep.
I don't have because my thing's saying loading. But basically, the ice giants or whatever they are, they're coming up out of the ground or from the walls, and behind them is the bear.
Yeah.
And can we see past that?
You cannot. No, it's
Cannot.
cannot. No.
It's dark, but it's dark behind them.
That is right. This from how far the light extends, it kind of goes down in this about. Let's see. It's about 10, maybe about. It's about 20 to about 30 meters wide, and the length of it is about maybe 80 to 100 meters down, and then at there it is where the light ends, and you can see that bear is crunched over something.
Okay. Hey.
There we go. All right, guys. So we're gonna start in
Okay, go ahead.
segment 12. First up is. Wait, why do I not have?
Us?
Oh, yeah, there we go. Well, you guys are. Let me just go down. I don't know why it started. It should be starting at 12.75, but there we go. So okay, so first up is Hardpoint. What are you doing?
Well, I am going to run forward 1, 2, 3,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna prep. I can. There's an aim action, isn't there? Right? For long distance.
There is. Yeah.
Was that the set?
Yeah. Set. That's right.
Set. Okay. Yeah. So I'm gonna set up for a shot on this front one.
Okay. Yeah. So and that is. Oh, it's actually a one phase, so you actually can't move.
Oh, well then I'll move back here
Okay.
and just set.
Gives you +1 OCV bonus to the specific target. Okay. Next up is the Demon Bear. Tillincoot does nothing. Straight Arrow, what are you doing? You have about... ahead of you, about 36 meters is the first of the giants, the ice giants.
Okay. I'm going to say...
Or the Draugr, I guess.
I'm going to wait, hold my action for Timber. I'm going to hold my action, but I'm going to say Timberline. Fastball special me to the bear.
Oh.
And we'll see if he knows what that means. But that's what I'm going to hold my action, see if he knows what that is, and then take my action after he does that.
Okay. So let's see here. Your strength is... Well, if you push your strength, Timberline, that gives you 60 extra. You could throw him 96 meters.
Wow.
Which should be plenty
And
to
you
get
should...
me there, right?
It's only 60 meters he needs.
It's 60 meters to get down there. So you would need Okay, well, we'll cross that bridge when we get to that. Next up is the Frozen Dead. They can move. Okay, a lot. So they're going to be... Whoopsies, wrong thing. Moving forward. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 12. Okay. Now let's move them all. That's their entire action, though, so... All right. Here we go. So, and this is sort of in place of an actual howl. You can see their mouths are open. Wisps of what was once a beard are around them. So these are the, hollow echoes of what was once a Viking ship that likely went down. And they all come charging towards you. Warlock, you're up next.
Warlock is just going to blast the nearest one to him.
Okay.
14 meters away. That's the minus
So it's
2.
minus 2, okay.
So I got everything checked, so it should be good. So I'm just going to Eldritch Blast him.
Okay, go ahead. Nice. That is definitely a hit. Boom. What does your Eldritch Blast look like again?
It's just a summation of all, his blue mana just coming out and just flying at him from 6 different directions in 1 point.
Love it. Okay, so you blast him. It's 36 damage. All right. Boom. Yep, this thing is stunned.
Sweet. Focus fire.
Boom. Okay, next up is Timberline.
Okay, well, time to figure it out. I'm going to move over and throw straight arrow as far as I can.
Okay, so go ahead and give me a... well, set your levels where you want them. This is going to be an unarmed attack. You're not going to roll damage. I just want to see what DC you hit. It's very low. To hit a... you do have the range penalty. It's 60 away. So it's a minus 6.
So I want to do as much. What's the thing I want to increase?
What you want to increase your OCV. The target number. So the target number normally to hit a hex is only a DCV 3, but the range penalty does apply. It's a minus 6 to the range you're going. So you want to hit a DCV of 9.
Okay.
So anything you can do to bump your OCV.
Yeah, and what do I roll?
It's always going to be, if you want to work it out in your head, it's 11 plus your OCV minus the DCV. What is your OCV currently? 7. So currently it's a 9 or less to hit it. So as much as you can put into your OCV from your levels is going to benefit you.
Okay. So, and then I just click on power unarmed attack.
You got it, yeah.
I think I did it right.
Oh,
no.
Just barely. All right, so what does it look like as you yank straight arrow up and you throw him over these guys?
I just sort of, scoop him up and sort of, try and throw him sort of like a javelin.
Yeah.
Out in front of him.
All right, now, do you have acrobatics or tumbling or something, straight arrow?
Yeah, and Jeff, what do you throw me directly at the bear, or are you just going for? You're throwing me directly at him?
Yeah. I mean,
hell yeah, that's awesome.
Basically,
okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
well, hold on. I didn't realize you were trying to hit the bear with him.
No,
that's something different.
Great. Yeah, that's super. I'm all for that.
So that means
it's 2. I mean.
Yeah. So both what I'm gonna roll. So both straight arrow and the bear will take 33 stun and 10 body. I thought you were trying to place you next to him or something, straight arrow. I didn't realize you were.
Oh man, that's.
Wait, I mean,
we didn't really specify.
Okay. Yeah.
In the comics, they like throw Wolverine at the guy. I'm just not as tough as Wolverine.
No, well, also Wolverine's got a pointy end. So.
And
Yeah.
a solid skeleton.
Okay.
All right, 33.
33. Yeah. What's your PD?
If I get my, it's 12.
12. Your PD's only 12. So, you take 21 points of damage.
Holy
Yeah.
shit.
What's your
Just
con?
stunned me. 20. I'm stunned.
Oh shit! So you're currently
That's all.
prone and you hit the bear. Let me see here.
But I knocked the shit out of that bear.
Well,
Wait. You were holding your action. So can
Oh,
you,
I know.
Can we
But
say
I
that
lo-
can
I
you
know.
fire while you're in the air flying?
yeah, I'll let that.
Well,
That'd be pretty cool.
At least you can get an arrow off. Maybe you'll get that shit in his mouth right as you get there.
hey,
Yeah.
you know
The
what?
other boy.
As I'm going, I'd say this. As I'm flying at him.
Yep.
Yep, I'd fire, and what I actually meant to myself, what I had notched was my standard arrow.
Okay.
So I'd fire
Fire.
3 times for the held action.
Okay. Well, hold on. I'm going to use the sheet just because it's faster. Where are your
Okay.
levels?
My levels would definitely be DCD.
Okay. Okay.
So
then, here we go. Your standard arrows, boom. What we got here? Oh, wrong sheet. Here we go. Okay, so first off, 7. That's actually not good enough. I mean,
All right.
you're flying through the air, so
yeah, I'm flying through the air.
That's not a huge
It's
surprise.
gonna look freaking spectacular.
He's
and
got
in
some luck
fact,
points, doesn't he?
What's
shit,
that?
I should have done a martial attack, really. But anyway,
He's
I
got some-
crash into him. He takes damage.
Yeah.
He's got some luck points, doesn't he? Could he knock that up? to
Yeah,
the
you got
success?
luck. How much did you roll in that 2d6 for luck?
Oh, I never did.
Okay.
Well,
The
light.
This would be the time to use them.
Heck yeah.
sure. I do 2d6. Anyway, I'll use.
All you need is well, hold on. You need you need
I got at
one
least-
really.
Yeah. So
Okay, so that's a hit. That is only
Yeah.
one though. It hits for 9 body, and it does not pierce its fur. You did do a little bit of damage when you slammed into it though, so there's that.
I would feel confident that did a little bit of damage to it.
Okay, so then
Do I get a glimpse? Because I actually really would like to get a glimpse of whatever he was leaning over.
you don't have a light source though,
Yeah. Okay.
right? Because you got closer, but you don't have a light source, so you've got no way of seeing.
Yeah.
You just
Shit.
gotten closer to the edge of the light. All right, so now post 12 recovery, guys. Go ahead and click on your recover on your character sheet.
And I'm fine now.
Yeah, you're. Well, no, I think you're still down because you took 21
I
points.
am.
Yeah.
I am. I'm still down, but I'm basically. Fine.
Okay.
I'm only down to 11. And
I'm basically okay.
I'm basically fine. And
Oh,
did the bear
man.
go on the?
As Timberline sees that it sort of knocked you
12?
out on that throw, he pulls out an oh shit.
Oh, this.
Hey
there-
man, that was good teamwork. We should have had a teamwork skill roll. I don't even have teamwork, but that was good. That would have
I
been
think I
excellent.
do have teamwork as a skill. I just never used it.
Wait,
Oh shit! Anybody that has teamwork needs to be making teamwork rolls.
Yeah, I don't know how that works.
You just make a teamwork roll. And you get to gives you a damage. bonus.
Just ignore it for now. It's not.
Yeah.
It's something that the game requires. I'm not super concerned with it right now. Okay, so the. Right, so then we're at top of the round. So straight arrow, you are spending your round recovering from stun.
I'm stunned on 2.
Okay, and now so phase or segment 3, we got hard point up first. What are you doing?
All right, so I'm taking my shot that I aimed.
Yep.
Do.
Nice. DCV 9. Okay, and which one was that target? Same one?
The wounded one. Yep.
It destroys it utterly.
Excellent.
That's only half phase action to attack. You still have another. You could move half your move if you want.
Isn't it? It's half, but it uses all of the rest.
Oh,
if it
right.
uses-
That's right. Yeah, because it's the last thing you got to do. Yeah. Okay, so then it is the Tilling Coot. So Tilling Coot turns around and sees this little archer. And
Abort to a dodge.
abort to a dodge. Okay, so what's
Abort
your
to a dodge.
DCV currently?
The levels in DCV abort to a dodge, and that'll give me a 15
Okay. Let's see here.
as I roll out of the way, blowing my 4.
Okay. Let's see here. Okay, so 15. That means he needs. It's very, very, very hard for him to hit you. Yep. Swoops at you, but it misses.
Yeah, and I roll screaming.
Okay.
What do you think was going to happen?
Then it is the Frozen Dead's turn. All right, so let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, they can reach you guys. At least the front line can, and still attack.
I hide behind Timberline.
The other ones cannot reach you. I'm just going to move them up. Oh, actually, I guess if they just do nothing but move, they can get up. They can't attack, but they can move. So you can imagine just how terrifying this is with these enormous, frozen Vikings coming charging in on you. All right, I got one on each of you guys. What is, let's go the way order I got you guys here. Arlen, what is Hardpoint's DCV right now?
Hardpoint's DCV is an 8.
An 8. And as George demonstrated, you guys can abort to a dodge if you want.
That uses up our next turn, right?
It does use up your next turn, that's right.
correct.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do that yet.
Okay, what's your OC or DCV?
Is an 8.
8, okay. 8, 8, 8, 8, 8. Okay, so that is... Alright. Ooh, just barely hits. This massive, 6-foot-long frozen sword crashes down on you. And that is... 15 killing damage. What's your resistant PD?
My resistant PD is 15.
Nice! So, this thing hammers you, knocks you back. Oh, my. It does have armor piercing.
Okay.
It's alright. So, that means you count your... What's your 15 running down is 7. So you take... what did I say?
15.
15. Yeah, so 15. So it's 8. You take 8 points of body damage, and stun
Ouch.
multiplier is 1. So it's equal amount of stun.
Holy
Next,
crap.
on to Warlock.
My DCV is 9.
That is a miss for sure. What is your DCV, Timberline?
DCV, no, 7.
7.
Excuse me.
Okay. That is actually a hit. And you take 9, 10 points of killing damage. It's physical, and then it's half of your resistant physical damage. What is that? This is armor piercing.
Resistant PD is 23.
So you take
half
this,
it-
hits you and doesn't take any damage, but you can see that Hardpoint's armor has been cracked in by this. All right, next up is Warlock. Now, you're not stunned by that Hardpoint. I don't think you took enough stun to...
No.
No, awesome. Okay, so Warlock, what are you doing?
Warlock, seeing that the hardpoint just got pierced through, is like, he's taking immediately to the air with his wings of wind,
Okay.
and flying straight up to
Yep.
get out of these guys' reach for. I think my flight is 30 in combat.
Okay, so that means you could go 15 up and still take an action if you want, or you can do the full 30 up.
I think I'm going to go 20 up and then 10 vertically over them.
Sure, yeah, so go ahead and move yourself 5 hexes forward.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you'd be about here, I think.
Okay, that'll work.
Yeah. Okay.
You want to put a little dot on me showing me I'm in the air?
Yeah, and they have definitely no. There's no ranged weapons you can see on them. Timberline, you're up next. What are you doing?
I'm using that to show that I'm flying.
Okay.
I'm very concerned. Oh, you guys are flying. Okay, I'll start going toe to toe with these things. So
Okay.
Oh yeah, I gotta count my endurance
I
block.
think I'll try using damage on the first one.
Okay. So you're putting your full strength into this thing.
Yep.
Beat the one skeleton with the other skeleton.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh, DCV 7. That does hit. And 37 stun. Wow. So you hammer one of these things, and it kind of staggers. Oh, actually, you know what? Gimme. Let's see here. You rolled 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I can see it in your thing here. You roll 13 body. Give me a 2d6 roll.
2d6. Ugh.
No. That's good. This thing goes flying back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. From your hit from knockback. Boom! It comes crashing down. Straight arrow, you're up again. What are you doing? Or are you aborted?
Yeah, I don't have a 4. My
Next one's going to be on.
Am I right? Yeah.
6,
My
okay.
next one's on. My next one's on 6.
Okay, then Hardpoint, you're up next. What are you doing?
All right, so I'm gonna do sort of similar to Warlock and fly up into the air.
Yeah.
I've got flight of 40, so I can fly 20 meters up, and then I can also take a shot.
Sounds good. Your jets activate. You
All
shake your
right.
head. What did the gorilla think was wrong with these?
Yep. I'm gonna switch my level. No, I'm gonna leave my levels where they are in DMCV.
Okay.
I'm going to. I will be at -4 distance because I'm shooting basically, 20 meters down,
Okay.
and take a shot.
Here we go. Oh!
oh, damn.
It narrowly misses. If you spend 2 points, you get hit. 2 points of luck.
All right, I'm gonna spend 2 points of luck to hit.
Sure. And which one are you hitting?
This one right in front of me.
Okay. This one instantly is stunned. Let me just mark that as well. Blue will be stunned. All right. Whoa! Jeez.
What?
Yeah, that's a huge hit. So, you know what? That one is completely destroyed
Pulse on.
by your pulse on blast. All right. Next up is the Kikatilak, or not Kikatilak, Tillingcoot. Tillingcoot kind of steps towards you again, straight arrow, and he's going to try and whack you with one of his massive paws again. Stand still.
I would still have a. If this is on 5, I still have a 15.
No, because you had aborted. That only lasts for that one until your canceled turn. So you have to abort again if you want to do that again.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, because it lasts until you get your turn that it would have it took up.
Okay. And I will. That's its 5. Man, I'll dodge again.
Dodge again. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll blow my 6. I'll
Okay.
blow my 6.
Yeah, the claw comes down. Straight arrow.
And I do want to try to make a perception roll.
Yeah. Give me
See what
a perception roll, please.
The light got closer because it's on me.
Yeah.
Oh,
If
can
the
you
light
see
got a
anything
little
there?
closer.
Let me see here.
You want me to roll?
No. Let's just see. Oh, you can see. No. You can see in the light. You can see who's just beyond him. She is on a makeshift altar made of shale.
Okay.
Okay. So it swings its massive paw at you, but once again, you are way faster than this thing. It does not connect.
And who is she?
That is. Oh yeah, you don't know. It's the woman that I showed you before.
Right. So
Star?
it's some young woman, right?
Some youngish woman. Yeah.
Some young hot woman.
Yep.
Not the old lady. Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's right. Yeah. Okay. Warlock, what are you doing?
Oh. Are we on 5?
Yep.
Okay, sorry, I don't see myself in the turn order, so. I'm flying.
Oh,
closer.
right. I had to Yeah, I did that stupid thing to add each of you guys. Hold on. Let me, I'm going to see if it doubles up here. Let's see. Nope. Wrong thing. Yeah, for fuck's sake. There we go. Okay.
Hey, I can see myself at 8.
And the
Yeah.
young woman, how is she?
Hold up.
Is she just laying? Is she laying on this whatever it is, this slab, or is she like bound to it somehow? Tied to it or
She's just laying on top of it.
Gotcha.
She
Okay.
seems unconscious, though. Can you each see yourselves in the turn order now, guys?
Mm-mm.
I can see
No,
it
but
at
we're on
8.
we're on 5, right?
Yeah. 582.
5. Okay.
Yeah, I can see myself now.
Okay, so Warlock, you're up. 582. What are you doing?
Okay, I'm kind of scoping out the situation. Straight Arrow's in a bind. I feel compelled to go after him.
Okay.
So I'm gonna move my half movement, so 15
Okay.
is... How many squares is that? Hexes.
Each is 2 meters.
Okay, so 15, I can move 7.
Yeah, you can go around up, so you can move 4 hexes.
4?
Yep.
15, okay. I'm gonna scoot there then,
Okay.
I think. 1, nope, right there. That's 4. Ooh, it's gonna take me a while to get to him. Then I'm gonna turn around and blast one of these guys. I think probably the one closest to me. So I'm 20 feet up, and he's, what, 9 foot tall?
Who is 9 foot tall, sorry?
The giant here?
Yes, he is, yeah.
Okay, so that's about, what, 15, 16 away? Okay. So the -2. Okay. I'm going to put a point into OCV and one into DCV, and then I'm blasting with Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
Boom.
So you're going to need to spend a point of luck in order to get a hit.
I will do that. I have
Okay.
2 remaining.
All right. So that is 33. Which one were you hitting?
The one closest to me.
So close
This
to you.
guy.
Okay, great. All right, so as that bluish energy hits it, it staggers back and kind of looks up
wicked
at you.
one.
Part of its face is caved, that skeletal face is caved in. There is still, and George, because you don't see the map, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of these enormous
I see the map
Draugr.
now.
Oh, do you? Okay, great.
Yeah, I see the map.
Okay.
I'm not really looking at their part, but
Okay, let's move these out of the way here. All right, Timberline, you're up next. What are you doing?
Continue to, excuse me, smash the ones in front of me. I'm
Okay.
trying to
Go ahead.
clear some things. Bam!
That is a hit, and then go ahead and roll 2d6 for me.
Oh,
So that one does not go back at all. You hammer this thing with your fist as it goes in to try and hit you. But it's, let's see here, that is, wow, jeez. It is stunned, though. It staggers back. Straight Arrow, what are you doing? Oh, wait, dodge.
I
Okay.
think I lost my action. What are we on?
Yep.
8?
We're on 6.
Oh, we're on 8.
Well, 6 still.
6.
Okay.
Oh, I lost. I don't have a 6.
And the frozen dead are closing in here.
I go on 8.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure the bear doesn't go on 7.
Go. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 that can attack you there, Timberline. Your DCV is a 7.
that's correct.
Okay. That is, one of them hits you. Does not do enough to pierce your armor. A second. Nope, miss. Oh, hits. Doesn't do enough to get through your armor. And the third, it misses. So these things are hammering down on you.
He's just like blocking.
Yeah. Okay, they have, however, hemmed you in, it seems, even though you stunned one. Hardpoint, what are you doing?
So I am
We're on
going...
segment 8, by the way.
Yep. I am going. So, if I remember how this works, my auto fire blast, the better that I roll
Yep.
essentially on to hit, the more auto fire hits I can do.
Correct.
Up to
Every
5.
3 points under, you hit with one
All right.
extra one.
Well then, I am going to, maintaining my height, I'm going to put my levels into OCV, and then
Nice.
I'm going to do auto fire to try to spread some damage out across these guys.
So we see in the heads-up display of your helmet, we see it changes from, like, you know, modern defense to, like, a bunch of little reticles come out, and you try and aim on some of the giant Draugr.
Yep.
Go ahead and make your attack roll.
And I am... There we go. There we go. Pulse Blast. Ooh, not so good.
Every 2 points by which it succeeds. Okay, so you even need one. You need to spend one luck to even hit, and then every extra 2 on top of that will be one more hit.
Well, I've only got 2 luck, so why don't I spend 1 to have an actual hit?
Okay, and which one were you hitting?
Just the one right here underneath me.
Okay, nice. That is then minus. Okay. And is that enough to stun it? Not enough. This thing looks up at you. Okay, how far up are you?
I am. Oh, I must have descended a little bit because I lowered the range penalty, but like 15 meters.
15 meters. Okay.
So
All right.
I'm still pretty far up.
Now on 8, we have the demon bear.
Damn, it goes before me?
It goes before you. Yeah. What are you doing, Straight Arrow?
I gotta do something. So, levels are in DCV, but I'm not gonna, let it take its shot.
What is your current DCV then?
It's a 10.
A 10. 10's still pretty high. Okay.
Because I gotta do something, so
Yeah.
I can't keep dodging this thing.
Okay.
Well,
So,
I mean, I guess I could, but
okay. So let's hear. Makes it attack roll. That massive claw is coming down towards you, but you get fed up with this and you decide to get your bow out. You deke just like maybe 6 inches to the side of where its massive claw is coming down and hits the ground. It tears up the shale underneath, but does not hit you.
oof, okay.
Okay, so next up is hard point, and then it's straight arrow.
God dang.
So
I think
hard
we
point.
already did my turn.
You did your turn on. Hold on here. That was on. Oh, we got 2 points for you. Oh, I got. You guys are twice in the thing here. Hold on.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, I thought this might happen. Let me get rid of them. Boom, and boom. Does that get rid of the duplicates?
I didn't notice any duplicates. But
Hold on here. I
Well,
just
we
gotta-
didn't, but he can see duplicates
Yeah, hold
because
on.
of the way it's.
Yeah, hold on, guys. I'm just gonna do this. Boom, boom, and I'll just add you quickly back in here. Remember on 8, we were on 877. We'll go to that in a sec here. And get rid of you, get rid of you. And, oh. Okay, so next time I will, I know the command by heart now, so next time I'll just make sure I do this before we go between screens, because this was... Is that everyone? Nope. Got you. Get rid of you. Get rid of you. Oh, get rid of you. I'm sure for the folks listening at home, this is fascinating viewing. Watching Kev hit buttons. This is what you signed up for, some true superheroic combat, right? Watching me click on a trash can.
yeah, Brian says, "Did we do fastball special? Finally, glad I got to see it."
Okay, hold on. Let me get. There we go, and boom. There's hard point. Can you see yourself in there, hard point?
I have to scroll down.
There's Timberline, and there's Warlock. Is that all correct now, guys?
I think so. We're 877. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks right.
Okay. We've got one error here. Because we got you at 877, and I've got some 6s in the middle. I didn't put them in the proper order. Let me just do this here. Is this going to work? Okay, I'm just going to scroll down. Where are we here?
Oh, you got them descending or ascending?
Oh, I got them in the wrong order. Shit. Yeah, there we go. Okay, where are we here?
877 is what you said we were at.
877 on, yes. Demon Bear's gone. Straight Arrow, it is your turn now. Forgive me.
All right, so I am going to half move. This bear thing is between the chick and me, right?
That's right, yeah.
Okay, so can I half move? I've got 10 meters of movement with a half move. So do I have some way of getting around it or
1, 2, 3,
under
4.
it?
You can get, you could get right next to her with with 10 meters of move. Is that your full move, or do you have 20?
Nope, that'd be my half. I've got 20.
That's your half, okay. Then what do you want to do?
So that's my half. And then my other half is going to be, I'm going to do a grab by. And I'm going to fire a, so I'm either going to leave her or I'm going to look super heroic.
Okay.
But I'm going to do a grab by.
Where are your
with a swing line.
Levels? What are your levels in?
Yeah, I'm going to put them in OCV because I want to hit the girl.
Okay.
I want to be able to grab her. So, levels in OCV, she's unconscious, laying there.
Okay.
And I'm going just straight up to the ceiling.
So
I'll go 15, and then I'll go 15
Okay.
up.
Boom. Here you go. Easy. Easy, easy. And she is up in the ceiling with you. Under your arm. This thing roars in frustration.
Hopefully it doesn't have flight or leaping.
Okay, next up is... so, Warlock, you've had your turn on 8, right?
I don't think so.
Okay, then it's you up next.
Okay. So I'm gonna move closer to them,
Okay.
back there. So half of my movement is 15 meters. So 1, 2, 7.
Okay. Well, remember, each hex is 2 meters, though, so you can move
Yes,
forward.
my
Oh, so
in combat.
you're doing full movement then?
No, my in combat is 30 meters, and I can move half.
Oh,
of
okay,
that,
sorry,
right?
no, yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um,
Then what are you doing?
Well, I'm gonna move another 7 in, just so full movement. 1, 2.
Okay, sounds good.
So
Timberline,
I'm
you were
still
up.
about
You're up next.
25 meters up.
What are you doing?
I'm just continuing to take these things out.
Okay.
So, pounding on their faces.
There you go. Boom! Okay, that, which one were you attacking?
The one on the right.
Okay. Completely destroyed.
Boom!
Okay, then it is the Frozen Dead's turn. That one's got to recover. That one is not stunned. Another one comes running in. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 on you. Let's see here. That is a miss. That is a hit with not enough to get through your armor. That is a hit with not enough to get through your armor. That is a miss. All right. So these things are still wailing on you, Timberline, and they cannot seem to get through you. They may be changing tactics next round. But next round is hardpoint. What are we doing? We're at top of 10.
All right, I'm gonna do my same thing. Gonna do the auto fire to see if I can't hit a couple of them.
Okay.
What'd the bear do on 8?
8, it
Missed
tried to
you.
attack you and missed.
Oh,
Okay.
that's right. It went before me.
Yeah.
Right.
So at DCV 11, that means you hit with all 3. Hold on, you got up to 5 shots actually. So
I've got up to 5 shots. Yes.
let me think here. 1 on 6, 8, 10, 3. You hit with 3 of them. So, are they all against the same target?
No, I'm doing basically in a line across here.
Okay.
Hit all
So
3 of those.
Let's see here. So then, 3 is 17. All right. What does it look like? What does your pulse on your auto-fire one look like?
Oh, well, normally it's this kind of like light orange color, and it does this thing. But this time it's beep, beep, beep.
Nice. And 3 of these things explode underneath your pulse on blast. All right. Tillincoot's turn. All right.
I sense darkness.
So,
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
what is your...
Oh, that'd be awesome.
awesome
theme music.
Your, what do you call it? OM, what is it? DMCV. Straight arrow.
TV. Oh.
Oh, me, mine sucks right now because I had my levels. If it goes before me, that move or that grab by, I think put me at a -4.
Yeah, well, he's going on your mental, right?
Oh, is he going on my mental?
Mental,
Yeah.
yeah, OMCV.
Oh, wow, that's a 3. That's a 3.
It's a 3,
My
okay.
DMCV is a 3. Yeah.
Okay,
But I've got mental defense.
there you go. So that for sure is a hit. Because he's got a pretty high OMCV. And then the damage. What is your mental defense?
Is this a female bear or a male bear?
Male bear.
Ah,
Well,
damn it.
uns-
I had
It's
more
a
mental
spirit in the
defense.
form of a bear, anyway.
I know. I've got 5 points of mental defense though.
5 points. Okay, and what's your ego?
Oh, that's actually pretty good. I've got 20.
Sorry, 25 is your total?
Mm-hmm.
Oof. Okay. I think that judging from how your character has presented thus far, you don't know how this has happened. Hold on, so you're 25 and
What is it anyway? Mental illusion or mind control?
it's a mental illusion. And
Yeah.
he has beaten you by 25, which means he gets... so that's a completely alter the thing. Plus, you get a penalty to your break free. Oh my gosh. Okay. So where you
Yeah.
suddenly find yourself is in a hot tub with a whole bunch of ladies.
Oh, I'm totally happy then.
Yeah,
Never
you just-
mind. That was a super good mental illusion.
Yeah. And the you're trying to remember why you're like holding on to a girl's hand, and she
Yeah,
looks and
that's right.
she says, "Honey, let go. You got to let me in." And the other girls in the tub are kind of like and giggling and giggling. Next up is your turn.
Oh, yeah, hell yeah, I let go.
So
In fact, I just sink into the hot tub. I just like hold my breath and just go, oh yeah, I let go and hold my nose and
Yeah,
just
yeah.
go under.
oh, that's
Right.
awesome. Okay, so then
Yeah, so that's where I am right now.
how high up did you go?
15.
15? Okay, so then
Yeah.
a fall from 15 is... Let's see here. Not going to be lethal, I don't think, but...
Nah.
Actually, you're still falling this segment, although you will land on 11. So, you're still... I won't... 1d6 per 2 meters fallen, so it's 7d6. Let's see here. You take 32 points of damage, which your
Shit.
PD
I'm
will apply
stunned.
here.
I'm stunned. No. 32?
Yeah. What's
Now, here, actually, I don't know if I get my combat luck on that one. Because I think
I'd let you.
completely
I'd let you.
unawares.
I'd
Would
let you.
Okay, then I'm not stunned. I take 20.
Take
I'm not stunned.
Okay, so you're down to 9 right now. Woo-hoo. And give me kindly a... Hold on, I'm trying to think. Is a break free roll?
Yeah.
Is it a...
And I've got 19. I've got 19 left, not 9. So,
Okay.
yeah.
breakout rolls, is that just a ego check?
Yeah, it's ego roll.
Yeah, go ahead and make an ego roll at -1.
And I don't have anything that helps it. So.
I'm gonna love explaining this in the illusion to you.
I rolled a 13, so
Okay.
I've got that would fail.
Okay, so you hit the ground, and I think
I'll
that
fail by 1.
what's
still have
happened?
luck. You still have luck, man.
Oh yeah, you got luck.
Oh, I got 1 point of luck. So what do I do? So what's that?
Oh
let me
no,
do?
that's not gonna be
Re-roll it?
enough. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's all you got left.
Then, all right.
So what
It's
happens
done.
in the illusion? Like 3 girls have just jumped on you and hit you against the, against the back of the hot tub, and you're like, "Oh, girls, you play rough."
Bam! Oh! But I'm still holding my breath. Hey,
Yep.
I'm still holding my breath on that, and I'm still happy.
Okay.
You know, this is a super good thing.
Warlock?
This reminds me of that time I went to Calgary.
Yeah. Warlock, your turn.
I hear this is like a normal thing when you go to Calgary with those Calgary girls, from
Yeah.
what I hear.
Warlock, you are up next. You can see that straight arrow and the body of Celestar. I've just fallen to the ground.
So
What do
he's reacting for himself. It's like in slow motion. He sees him falling. The bear's about to pounce on him. So he pauses where he goes and he starts like maneuvering his magic around, and suddenly images start to fuzz around Straight Arrow and Celeste as he tries to mess with the bear's mind. I think they zip lined over away from him in the middle of a fall.
Love it.
So I'm going to use a haymaker because I know he doesn't act until 12.
Yeah.
And I'm going to try to glamour him with it.
Awesome. Okay. And the.
And I'm putting all points into OMCV so I can try and get him.
Okay, sounds good. You could push, if you want to spend 10 endurance, you could push it, get 2 extra dice as well.
I'll push it too.
Okay. All right, so you begin to get your magical whammy ready here. Timberline, what are you doing?
That's a good question.
If you,
I think
if
I'm
you want
just
to
gonna-
quit dealing with these things, remember like what your leap is. Your leap is insane.
Yeah, that's right. I could leap out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that, I guess. Enough of these fools.
What's your leap?
Oh, my leap is horizontal 40 and vertical 20.
So you could get to about 2/3 of the way towards the bear then, or towards Tillincoot.
Oh,
Yeah.
could I have moved a little bit closer? Before I did that haymaker?
Haymaker's a full round action.
Okay.
So, yeah, you can't.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna dash sort of, between them here and then
So
jump.
40 puts you about there.
Yeah, right in the middle.
Okay.
That's where I'm.
So that's your
Whoosh!
boom. Awesome. Hardpoint, what are you doing? We're on round 12, or segment 12, guys.
Oh, haymaker goes off.
Haymaker's on 11, yes. Go ahead and make your attack roll. So,
Okay, so
and what is
Excellent move, Warlock.
this is against DMCV.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to make illusion the Straight Arrow is pulling Celeste away from him as quickly as possible. So hopefully
Okay.
it chases them.
So that'll be, I think what I'll say is that you need to get,
And here's the extra 2d6.
yeah, I'll make that a major loot. You only need to get 10 over his ego. All right, so what did you, let's see here, hit DMCV 10. Good.
Enough?
That's good enough.
Okay.
Yeah, that hits.
And-
Okay,
And the extra 2d6 down there is the extra from pushing.
incredible. Okay, so remember it's gonna be 10 plus whatever the actual and endurance cost of the glamour is.
Yeah, which is, I believe it's reduced for my glamour, which is 2. So
Oh,
I've already
okay.
subtracted the 10, so I'll subtract the other 2.
Yeah, sounds good. All right, so then and remember to count your flight stuff as well, because I think your
Oh, yes. I just forgot
Yeah.
this time.
Okay.
15.
No, I can see your thing was going down before too. So great. All right, so then that is a total of 54.
54? 49 and
56.
7?
Forget it.
56.
Okay.
Okay, so that and mental defense. All right. So there's a shimmering, and it has the wrong place for where Straight Arrow is. It makes its attack. Yeah, brings that claw down, and it hammers. Like you see splinters of shale coming up from where its oversized paw hits the ground.
Can
And it
I
kind of...
still toy the illusion while it's doing stuff, like straight arrow flinches out of the way at the last second?
Hold on. It actually gets a breakout roll against you, which it succeeds on. So it's free of the illusion now.
Yeah, if it looks at me, I give him the kissy face.
I'm not sure it knows that you've done it just yet. It was fully focused on that because it attacked. That's the last thing it does. Okay, the frozen dead.
Oh,
We
point didn't go.
interrupted my turn.
Yeah.
Oh, did I skip your turn?
Yes.
Yeah,
Hold
we interrupted mine to do the
Haymaker.
Let's go
The
back to you.
haymaker.
Yes, sorry about that. You were up
It's
first in
okay.
Hardpoint.
Point.
I was trying to save straight arrow, so I don't apologize.
Yeah, what are you doing?
All right, so I'm gonna fly my 20 meters of flight that I can do in half a round,
Okay.
and then I'm going to take a full scale shot, not the repeater type, on this one, and that's gonna be at a pretty significant distance.
Sorry, on this one here, you said?
On the wounded one right here.
Oh, yeah, okay. Sounds good.
And and I've got my levels set, so powers, that one.
TCV 5. Unfortunately, that does not hit.
Do you have any luck to
But, I
spend?
mean, you're moving pretty quick and you're pretty far away. So I did go with the Demon Bear already. Frozen Dead. Let's see here. They're racing. They are, I mean, with their big strides, they can move pretty quickly, I guess. They're all coming over. Trying to catch up to old Timberline there. Warlock, your turn. What are you doing?
A question. On my skills, I have stealth.
Yep.
Can I, like, sink to the ground and duck behind a boulder?
I don't think there's a boulder here. It's sort of like the. It's not.
Could I use my magic to, like, do a little glamour to make myself look like one? Stealth?
You could try and you could try and hit him with a glamour again, and that will change him. Your glamours affect people's minds, so you don't create like illusions. You create illusions in people's minds.
Okay. Well,
What you
I
do
think
have is you have what you prepared. I think you told me before, a way of getting everyone out of here to pull you back to the what do you call it? To Raven's Crag. So if Straight Arrow has his arm around Celestar, which he does, you could activate that and all of you could disappear back to Raven's Crag.
I could do that, yes. My question is, do I know this place well enough now that I could teleport back to it?
Not without going through the same deal, and they may take precautions. Well, you don't know, to be honest, you don't know.
Yeah, now that I'm close enough to see that, we got Celestar, and he can't do anything without her. So I'll shout out, everyone, hold on to your butts. We're out of here. And he's going to reach up to the amulet he brought with him, and he's going to crack it to activate the spell.
Nice, love it. So what do we see as you are all sucked back through? And Timberline, you'll have one last action here if you want.
Yeah, basically it's gonna like pull everybody towards me, and they're going to shrink and pull in the amulet, and I'm going to fold in on myself and.
Okay. So Timberline, as this is happening, what are you doing? You can see now clearly, right over here, there is an enormous obsidian stone, black, with like right up against this wall of ice, and there's a big crack in it.
I mean, I think I was probably rushing towards Celestar when this went off.
Yeah. So do you leap and grab her?
Punch to theirs.
Yeah.
Something really to buy.
Like, I think maybe what you could see is that if you want to have that be your last kind of thing, as Straight Arrow is lying on the ground, kind of unconscious, he maybe moves his arm to go and grab some imaginary girl, and she rolls out, and if she's not in his hands, she stays here.
Oh.
So do you want to make...
Here it is.
Yeah, I think I'll rush and grab her.
Okay. Go ahead. Sorry, George, do you have something to add?
Oh, I was just saying, if I've got a hot chick under one of my arms, you know, I'm not likely to be.
It could be that there's so
let
many
loose on
girls. Oh, you too?
Oh yeah, well I probably
Yeah.
got both. I'm gonna do the Zoolander. I'm gonna do the Zoolander blue steel look.
Okay.
Okay.
So why don't we do this? Let's see here. The Timberline, we're gonna set you up for a grab buy. Put your levels. Go ahead and click on grab buy. Put your levels in. I'm assuming you're gonna want them to be an OCV.
Okay.
And then go ahead and do an unarmed attack. You won't be doing damage to her, but as the winds begin pulling you back, you leap past this bear. And you can see the bear has just pulled its paw back where it thought it hit Straight Arrow, and it's like, "Argh!" And then this guy goes by, hit DCV -1. Oh no! You rolled a 17 or 16.
That's amazing.
Oh, how much luck do you have left? You 4?
5. I have 5.
All you need is 4. You need to hit a DCV 3. So what do we see? Like you would miss if it wasn't for your heroic luck. You're sort of like being pulled back. As strong as you are, as much momentum as your mighty legs put in, you're being pulled back to Ravenscrag, and you see Marie's head kind of drifts to the side, still unconscious, and you're grab her. What do we see, Jeff?
He just scoops her up in his arms and sort of, more gently than you think he could, caresses her and grabs her.
Nice. And she goes flying back. And then as suddenly as it was happening, you do hear this mighty roar. No! And you hear boom up against that obsidian stone. And the crack gets a little wider. But then suddenly...
That's what I call a smash and grab.
You find yourself in the foyer of Ravenscrag. You are all completely covered in icy rime. It's as if you walked through a blizzard. You look around. There's snow caked around on in like the ports where like your intake is on hard points, armor. Warlock, your whole, like every little crevice and fold in your robe is caked with ice. Timberline, likewise too. You're covered in ice, and slowly Marie is kind of blinking and waking up. And Straight Arrow, where did the girls go? You're sitting at the floor of the hardwood floor of Ravenscrag at the foot of a stair. And
probably an incredibly embarrassing makeout.
Yeah.
An imaginary woman saying,
Yes.
Like,
Oh.
probably incredibly embarrassing
What is...
imaginary girl thing.
Okay. So what do you guys say? What do we see you guys say?
Warlock doesn't much say anything. He just raises an eyebrow as he looks at Straight Arrow, but just shakes his head. And despite his situation, Warlock's thoughts about Straight Arrow are just gone up, because he went toe to toe with that bear and just dodged, and he has a better appreciation for Straight Arrow now, even though he's in the
Okay.
situation.
What about Hardpoint? There's a call coming in.
He's gonna answer that.
Okay. So you what do you call it? Yeah, you answer the call, and then is it the kind of like, honey, you're not gonna believe? Oh, she hold on. She doesn't know your secret.
She
identity.
doesn't. Yeah, she does
Yeah.
not know. But surely she's got something important that I can now be like, oh, of course, I'd love to do that, and because I'm not on the job anymore.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
The internet is saved.
What about Timberline?
I think Timberline is just so relieved to have his friend back that he's, ecstatic almost in a way.
Okay. And Straight Arrow.
I'll pop one of those super hydrocodone, and then probably give the rest back to Timberline.
Okay, so he lays
Yeah,
back
I'll probably
down.
take a couple of those. I'll pop a couple of those and take a drink, and then I'll give the rest back to Timberline.
Okay.
You mean like
So,
a quarter of one of those, right?
As Straight pops his mask off and he tosses one of the drugs in. Hardpoint has walked out. Warlock is sort of standing next to you. Timberline, you help Marie to her feet. Marie has a look of concern on her face. She looks up at you, and you can actually see that there is noticeably a few strands of white hair or gray hair in her otherwise black and beautiful hair. Do you say anything?
Yeah, I guess so. What's going on?
She's looking at her
Gray
hands,
hair.
and she looks at you. She says, my powers are gone.
What? How could this have happened?
He was working some kind of ritual. I was having dreams of some... I couldn't quite remember it, but there was some humanoid thing hunched over with antlers and skulls on its back. Tom, I think we may have been too late. And then that pregnant pause as you guys all look at each other. We cut to Hardpoint outside talking to his girlfriend. You hit a thing, your mask comes open. That's weird. Why is it snowing in July? And
I can only assume as a player that that's what it's like in Canada. But,
it is absolutely not. And that is where we will leave our mini-series, guys.
Nice.
So, for those listening at home, and for those who played today, guys, thank you so much for joining me for Champions Dead Winter. Is this the last we'll see of our stalwart heroes? Have they indeed failed in their effort to try and keep Tillinkut sealed in his interdimensional prison?
No.
And will Straight Arrow ever wake up from the 2 super morphines that he just took?
Yeah, and I want to say, ew, what's up?
We will have to find this out next time. So, for those who played, guys, Arlen, John, Jeff, and most especially George, thank you so much for playing in our 4-part mini-series. George, thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to run this. For those listening at home, what you may not be aware is that this session and this mini-series has been made possible by a very generous donation by George to the Heroes Save Villages charity campaign. It's the fundraising campaign we run on the channel. You can find a description of a link rather to the campaign in the description of the video. This is something that benefits the SOS Children's Villages International Charity, which is a terrific organization that benefits over 80,000 orphaned and abandoned children from around the world in over 130 different countries. This past year, we've had as a reward, if people make donations, they can have charity sessions for the that I will run something for them, their game they choose, and then their players they can choose to either play with some of our folks or play with their friends and whatnot. And George very generously made a donation and did not even ask for a game. In fact, it took a lot of cajoling for him to take a game for this. So George, I really, really appreciate your generosity and your willingness to join us for some champions. This has been a shit ton of fun.
And I actually thought everybody here was awesome. I actually thought everybody here was fantastic. I enjoyed everybody here, and y'all are great.
Thanks, George. We had a great time.
yeah, thank you.
So that is where we will leave our heroes. And for those listening at home again, I'll say as well is from now, boom, boom, boom. This is having a rough start to the week. From now, time of recording, until January 1st, 2020, noon that day, we are running our charity raffle. So the raffle is to benefit SOS Children's Villages International, again, just like the regular things are. But for every $25 that you donate through the raffle ticket option, you get one chance to win our grand prize or one of the other prizes. The grand prize is a platinum edition of the Baldur's Gate Descent into Avernus box set. This is an incredibly amazing product. At the time of recording, MacLeod just posted on the Beetle and Grimm website a unboxing of this thing, a punk rock unboxing thing, which is kind of hilarious because he's got a bass player playing in the background. But he shows the amount of incredible stuff that's in this thing, and it is bonkers. Each ticket costs $25 Canadian, which is about 18 bucks American, and it gives you one chance to win this. Win this thing, or if you purchase as retail, it would be $500 US plus shipping, but I'm going to pay for the shipping on this. So, if you're interested in making a donation and getting a ticket or getting many tickets, you can buy as many as you like. Follow through in the link, and each chance will give you, or each ticket will give you one chance to win. The other prizes we've got so far include Pathfinder 2nd Edition Core Rulebook, Pathfinder 2nd Edition Bestiary, and a Starfinder Character Operations Manual as well. So if you don't win the grand prize, there's still other prizes, and I'm going to be hitting up other publishers to see if we can't get some other donations as well. That's obviously completely voluntary. I don't want anyone to feel obliged to contribute, but it's a pretty great way to help out a very worthy charity and get an opportunity to win some pretty awesome prizes. As always, too, if you have any comments, questions, or concerns regarding the session, please don't hesitate to leave a comment in the comment section below, or you can find me on Twitter at Dungeon Musings, or you can email me. My email address is dungeonmusings@gmail.com, or you can follow the link in the description of the video to our Discord server and join us there. We have channels dedicated to all the games that we run on the channel, as well as a bunch of other games as well. So if you are interested in chatting with me or any of the players, you can find us all on there. I think that brings us to the close, guys. I'll just say again that, George, thank you so much for giving me an excuse to get this game back to the table. This was one of my first games. It was not... D&D was my first game. This is either my second or my third. I can't remember if Marvel Superheroes came before this or not, but I have adored this game and read my original copy of Champions to the point where the cover fell off and I lost it and the pages were falling out because I was redrawing those. Remember the body morphs they had in there where you could draw the costumes on them? Yeah. So I have loved this game. I love the 4th edition with the George Perez cover. I've loved the 5th, and I really, really love the 6th. This has been so much fun to run. Jeff can tell you how long I've been trying to get a Canadian superhero game playing Champions to the table. It's been a lot of years, so thank you very, very much for giving me the opportunity to play this. And the rest of the guys, too, thank you for diving in for a game that you weren't familiar with and a genre you weren't necessarily massive fans on. This has been awesome. I have thoroughly, thoroughly enjoyed running Champions. I really am looking forward to getting it to the table again in 2020. So, anyway, with all of that said, for those listening at home, thank you so much, guys. Thanks for joining us. We hope that you've had a fun going through Champions Winter or Dead Winter with us. Until we see you again, thank you and happy gaming.